please like and subscribe.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another custom plush review. So today we have a special one once again, because this time we have 5 more custom plushies to show off today, and they're pretty cool ones in my opinion. Because we have the 5 Withered animatronics today. We have good old Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, Withered Foxy, and Withered Golden Freddy. So we got the 5 Withereds today, and I am going to show them off because I think they're really cool. So we're actually going to go ahead and start with Withered Freddy here, considering he's, you know, Freddy, and he's actually one of the older ones I made a while ago. So yeah, Withered Freddy, there's not really much to say about this guy. You know, he was made using a normal Freddy pattern, as you'd see, with the ears, the hat, the body shape, the normal sort of marshmallow body that Funko uses for their Fnaf plushies. You know, there's not really much going on with him. He's not really that special. Even though we love Withered Freddy, because Withered Freddy's so cool and better than normal Freddy. But that's just my opinion. So, yeah. You know, he's got his brown fur, his buttons, his bow tie. He's got a bit of withering on him, not much though. Just some black Sharpie throughout his limbs. His face is just a normal Freddy face, except he looks very tired, as you can see with his eyelids. And he's got a hat, obviously, because he's Freddy. And he's got some pretty cool eyes. I tried to do this, like, where I put this, like, little eye, this white part, like, in the center of their eye, with all of them. And I think it looks pretty cool. Looks awesome, yeah. That's Withered Freddy. Not much to say about that one. Next up, though, we got Withered Golden Freddy. Yeah, I tricked you. It's not Withered Bonnie. It's Withered Golden Freddy. So this is another one I made pretty long time ago, if you couldn't tell from my Fnaf plush series. But yeah, Withered Golden Freddy. Once again, there's like Freddy. There's not much to say about this one. It's one of the more simpler ones. You know, she's missing her ear, of course. Got some wires here to represent that. She got one ear, pretty cool. Her hat. Got the eyes, of course, the black holes with some white little, try to focus. There you go, with some white pupils in there. Wires coming out of the eye. And of course, a couple of withering parts with some wires here. Little bow tie. And some buttons, very similar to Withered Freddy, just, you know, why will it not focus? That's my bad. Just very similar to Withered Freddy, except yellow, I guess, and missing the ear. But yeah, Withered Golden Freddy, once again, just like Withered Freddy, there's not really much to say. And yeah, now we can start looking at the cool stuff, and we'll save the best 2 for last, actually. Because next up, we got Withered Foxy. You know, I made Withered Foxy and Withered Bonnie a little while ago. One of my old custom plush reviews, I might put up a picture here. If I didn't, I was being lazy. But anyways, Withered Foxy, I think he came out pretty cool. He looks very nice. One of my best Foxies I've made, actually. You know, he's got his hook here, his hook hand. He's got a little hook with a base down here. He's got some withering all over his body, just some black Sharpie once again. On his pants too. As you can tell, he's a pig patch pattern. At least his body is, so I could give him his very tattered pants. He's got some gray feet here, sort of to be his endo feet. And of course the head is a foxy pattern. I think this came out pretty good actually. You could kind of tell it's supposed to be foxy anyways. You know, he's got teeth here. I was thinking about adding more, but it didn't really look good when I tried to plan it out. So I just ended up with the 2 fangs. I know his color is not really supposed to be like this peach color for his muzzle and his stomach, but I didn't really have any other color that I could use for it. So we just ended up with this. It doesn't look bad, to be fair. Looks pretty good, actually. And to finish off, you know, he's got his eye patch spanning around his whole head. Probably should have put some tape there, but, you know, whatever. And, you know, his eye looks very nice. I did the same sort of thing I did with Withered Freddy, where I put the little white dot in the center of his eye. He's got his eyelid, got a little tuft of hair, of course, and of course his broken ear. It's gray. basically the same as this one, except just gray with some endo markings on it. But yeah, that's Withered Foxy, one of the more cooler ones in my opinion. And yeah, next up we got Withered Chica, and this one I think came out pretty cool. It was a very trust the process, bro, scenario for me. At first she didn't look really good, mainly the head kind of looked a little wonky, and it still is a little wonky, I'll be honest. Like, you can tell they're not very, yeah, she's tilting a bit to the side, but you know, I think she came out pretty cool. She looks sort of similar to actual Withered Chica. Oh, it's pretty cool. You know, her body, I didn't put much withering for some reason. I might go back and add some to make her more withered, because, you know, Withered Chica, you know, obviously she's missing her hands. She got some wires poking out of there. Yeah, not much going on with that. With the body anyways. Her bib is just a big old white felt piece with some "Let's Eat" written on it and some little black marks to dirty it up. And then of course her head, which is the main part everyone cares about, you know, it's just a Chica head that's been gouged open here, over here in the front to make a mouth. And inside you can see the endo mouth, very cool. Looks very nice actually. You'll see that with the next plush too. You know, she could go nom, 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 as most Withered Chicas can. She got the wires on the sides of her head, sort of like keeping it at a reasonable, her mouth like closed at a reasonable distance, I guess. I don't really know. And then her eyes look very nice. Once again, I did the thing with Withered Foxy and Withered Freddy. Put the white dot in the center of her eyes, and I think it came out pretty good actually. Her eyes look very nice. And then of course some Sharpie here, sort of representing her eye sockets. And then her hair, which isn't the best, I'll be honest. But you know, still, I think she came out pretty cool. One of my favorite ones I've made, definitely. It looks really cool. And yeah, Withered Chica. Sorry, Withered Golden Freddy. And now last, but certainly not least, I think this is the best plush I made, honestly. We have Withered Bonnie. I know, he's blue, not purple, but I didn't have enough purple to make an actual body, so I just made him blue. Withered Bonnie looks super good. Oh my god, I did such a good job. Thank you, I know I did. Yeah, he looks super good, honestly. His body is perfect, you know, the normal Bonnie body with a bow tie, some 2 black buttons, and of course missing an arm. He's got some wires poking out of here, similar to Chica. He's got a gray foot and a gray hand, signifying his endo hand and foot. Looks very cool. And of course, the head, very nice. It looks very cool. Actually has sort of a Withered Bonnie shape if you look at this angle. Looks very cool. And of course, the missing face and the endo head inside. You can see it. Yeah, there's not much to say about this. You know, you got the little endo head back here with the mouth. Some little teeth in there. He's got some wires hanging off. And his eyes, of course, the red with the little white dots inside. And it just got some cool teeth. Once again, this was one of the ones I made back. If you go back through my custom plushies, reviews and stuff, this is another one I made back then that looked really bad, but now he looks really cool. Yeah, and then also his ears can indeed bend. I like to keep them bent, since most Withered Bonnies like having both ears bent, and I think that looks cool for him. So yeah, Withered Bonnie, probably my favorite. Looks really cool, and it's in the center there. So yeah, those are the 5 Withered animatronics that I made, and I think most of them came out pretty good, maybe except Freddy. I might remake him, make him more similar to these 3 guys. Withered Golden Freddy, just he's gonna stay the same, I'll be honest. So yeah, those are the Withereds, and let me know what you think about them. I think they look pretty cool. Mainly Withered Bonnie and Withered Chica, they look pretty cool. And yeah, comment below if you want me to make any other custom plushies. I was thinking about the Phantoms probably, or Balloon Boy, because I'm not buying that. But anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah.